Hello and welcome to Gena Moon. Without further ado, let's jump right into your reading. Remember, it's a general reading, so take the reading however it resonates. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Could be you towards somebody or somebody here towards you. So if you feel the need at any point to reverse the roles, then go ahead and do so. It can also be for your sun, your moon rising, and your Venus placement. So if those positions are dominant in your chart, please make sure to check those positions out as well and wait until the end of the reading, okay? Watch it till the end of the reading because I will be asking a yes or no question. So if you have, a yes or no question, come up with one right now, okay? Take the time because at the end of the reading, I will be answering one of those questions. I'll be giving you a yes or no answer, okay? Now, you are starting with the dominant energy of the drum roll. You have here, wow, someone else got this one, and it says wordless, okay? Now, it says here wordless, the number 80. How does the number 80 resonate for you? Does it have some kind of an important, significant meaning? But also the number 8 is equal to, or it's connected to finances, money, abundance, right? Perhaps some kind of money coming towards you, but it's all about money, okay? Abundance, that kind of thing. It says here, words are jumbled or words were left unsaid, unable to speak or unwilling to say the truth. So somebody here, look at that, as you can see this image, this man, he's got a tape over his mouth and there's fumes coming out of his head. He's in shock. He's in shock. He doesn't know what to say. He's speechless. He's wordless. So there's something here that came to the light, or that somebody said something and they're like, oh my God, I don't even know what to respond to this, right? Either somebody got caught, the truth was revealed, or there was some kind of information that came through that is making somebody feel like they cannot speak, they cannot express themselves. If this is you, and if you've been holding on to a lot of pent-up emotions, a lot of pent-up thoughts, you might be feeling so overwhelmed with emotions that you don't even know how to express them in a rational way, right? So you'd rather keep quiet. If this is not you, this could be somebody else, okay, towards you. It says here, this person's unable to speak, or they are unwilling to speak the truth. If this person has some kind of truth that they don't want you to know, or they got caught in something, they might be like, you know what, I don't even know what to say. This person went silent, is going silent, will be going silent, okay, because they're unwilling to reveal that truth. Now it says here, too much in their head and is unable to express their emotions rationally. So this person is overthinking everything. They're trying to rationalize every emotion, but again, emotions cannot be rationalized. An emotion is an emotion. That's just what it is, right? And this person's trying to figure out, okay, so how do I make sense of these emotions? How do I put it together in such a way where that person understands how I feel. And because that person feels like it's too difficult to do that, they would rather stay wordless, okay? So that means that this person has so many emotions happening within them, okay, that it's not that they don't care, it's that they care too much. Sometimes people that see the other person as not responding, not saying anything. Maybe this person went silent on you, you went silent on them. The other party could be thinking, oh, that person doesn't care, they never cared. When in reality, this person actually cares a little bit too much, okay? It's quite the opposite. So it says here, there is so much for me to tell you, but I am unable to express myself in a rational way, so I'd rather keep quiet. Whoever is doing this, I feel like for a lot, it's you. You have a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions. You might be going through an array of emotions right now, and it's so many emotions, so much that you might not even be able to make sense of them yourself, and so you would rather keep quiet. I'm feeling here that right now is a time for you to actually speak up, for you to actually open up, okay? It doesn't matter how you're going to come across. Sometimes you just need to speak up, okay? And I feel like that's the moment, this is the moment for you to do so. Of course, this could be somebody else towards you. You let me know in the comments below. Now we're going to be going into your past, present, future position, who and what is coming towards you, what is in your opportunity, what is in your challenge position, and how to overcome that challenge. Remember, let me know in the comments below how this reading all resonates for you. Even if it's just with an emoji, you guys, you have no idea how much your comments down below really help support me and my channel. Of course, if you do enjoy these readings, give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. All right. I'm trying to get to 300,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So If, you know, you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. All right, now let's go ahead and jump right into this deck. I see a few signs coming through the reading. You could be dealing with the sign of Libra. I see the sign of Scorpio, Leo, whatever other sign of the zodiac you're dealing with. Doesn't have to necessarily be this one, but at the bottom of this deck you have here the Eight of Swords. Yeah, somebody is feeling stuck, right? Somebody is feeling stuck. They can't say anything, you know, wordless. This wordless man, he feels stuck. He's like, oh my God, I can't even speak. I've got a tape on my mouth, right? But little do we know, did he put that tape on his mouth himself, or did somebody put that tape on him for him? I feel like he put it on himself, because he can easily, you know, grab that tape from that little corner and just rip it off. Yeah, it's going to hurt a little bit, right? But he'll finally be able to speak. So it might be a hurtful truth that needs to be accepted, okay? And that's what's keeping somebody stuck, right? Here with the Eight of Swords. It could also be overthinking. Somebody here feeling like, oh no, but what if they think of this? What if they think of me like this? What if they judge me if I say this, if I express myself? Again, these are just all fears. These are fears that are taking over somebody's mind, and they're not able to, they think they're not able to free themselves from these fears. But if you're able to overcome those fears and say, you know what, these fears are not going to make decisions for me. I'm going to make the decision for myself. And I no longer want to be stuck in the situation. I no longer want to be wordless. I no longer want to, you know, be silent in a place, environment, relationship where I know that I need to speak up. Okay. Whether you towards somebody, somebody here towards you. You know, feeling like a victim is powerless, right? Feeling like a victim doesn't give you any power, doesn't help you, the person, the situation at all. Now, I'm seeing here that also, and let me know in the comments below, is this happening in your love life, career, family, friends, whatever other area of your life? Remember, it is a general reading, so it could be any area of your life. Now, in your challenge position, you have here Justice, the Six of Swords, and the King of Cups. So I feel that in the challenge, or challenging you during this time, is some kind of an energy where it could be a little bit difficult for you to move on. Okay, to leave something behind, to accept the fact that you do need to move on, the fact that you do want to have more peace. And for some of you guys, it might be difficult to accept that where you are at right now, whether it's at a job that you don't feel comfortable in anymore, whether in a relationship, in a career, in a project you're working on, friendship, you know, romantic, whatever this is, it's like it's hard for you to accept that things are not the way that you want them to be, right? And there's a sense of discomfort. I feel that it could be a little bit difficult for you to end things, for you to move on from the situation, that kind of vibe. It could be the fact that you are too emotionally attached to that person, place, or thing. Could be a job, career, an environment, okay, a person, whatever. Okay, but I'm sensing here that also it could be a little bit difficult for you to let go because there is a sense of injustice, okay? For some people, sometimes, they don't want to leave that job behind because, oh no, not until I get what, you know, they promised me they were going to give me this. So I'm going to stay here and I'm going to, you know, make their lives miserable, some people think, right? Or I'm just going to stay here until they finally give me what they promised they were going to give me. They said they were going to do this, to, you know, they're going to maybe pay you more or whatever. If it's a relationship, right? Maybe there's some kind of an energy where right now you feel like there's an imbalance, like, you know, there's unfairness. And so it might be difficult for you to move on because you're like, well, wait a minute. What about all the time that I spent on this connection, the money, the effort, the love? Where will that all go, right? I can't just leave like that. So there could be a tendency for you to start rationalizing all the reasons why you have to stay in that place, relationship, situation that is making you unhappy and uncomfortable because of X, Y, and Z, right? Not until X, Y, and Z happens, then, okay, I'll move on, right? Then I'll let it go. For others of you, there could be a person who is becoming rather difficult to deal with. This person could be very manipulative. They could be either overly emotional and or they could be quite the opposite, okay? Emotionally shut off and shut down, like they're just not there emotionally, okay? Now, it could be you, could be somebody else around you. Now, I see here an apology. I never take you for granted again. I've learned my lesson and I'm so sorry. Somebody here might find it difficult to either accept an apology or give an apology. You're either waiting for an apology. Some of you guys might be waiting for that apology to come in. You're like, nope, not until that person apologizes. Then I can let go of this resentment. Then I can forgive. Then I can whatever, right? But I see here that that apology right now, it's difficult, okay, to either come through right now or to be accepted or to be given. I'd rather, I never take you for granted again. I've learned my lesson. I'm so sorry. Somebody took the other person for granted. Okay. And I feel like at some point there will be some kind of an apology, or maybe for some of you guys, there already is one. Let me know in the comments below. Is this happening in your career, love life, friends, whatever else that is? In the recent past, you have the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. So in the recent past here, I see that you were involved in something, you got involved into something, you were very smart about it. You did not wear your heart on your sleeve. I feel here that you were very decisive in this energy. And some kind of truth was revealed, because it's like you knew so much about it, or you knew yourself so well, or you knew the other person more than they knew themselves, that when this person tried to come in with some kind of sneaky behavior, you grabbed that sword and you just, you told it like, it's like, tell it like it is, right? And so I feel here that there was some kind of truth that was either, revealed, or that you revealed, or somebody here came through with some kind of communication. There was some kind of an opening up the lines of communication, but in a rather kind of, it could have been viewed by one person as a little bit harsh, right? Sometimes the truth can hurt. But I see here that you ultimately got what you wanted by speaking up the way that you saw things. I feel that it could be that a person here needed to hear this from you. And I feel that there was some kind of wish fulfillment, okay? You were finally getting what you wanted because you finally were able to speak up. You finally were able to open up in some kind of way. Not emotionally. I feel like more so your thoughts were being expressed. Now here, growth. You've encouraged me to look deep inside of myself to discover who I really am. So somebody here either encouraged you by how they were acting, to discover more of yourself, and they actually helped you grow, right? Or for others of you, this truth that was revealed helped that person grow, or you, or both of you. But it says here, somebody here was encouraged to look deep inside themselves to discover who they really were. And there was growth that happened within the situation, or within this person. Let me know in the comments below which area of your life that pertained to and what that was all about. Now, you also have here in the present energies, the Queen of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Five of Cups. A lot of cups energy, a lot of emotions, okay? I feel that right now somebody is overly emotional. Again, wordless. Wordless is very interesting, because a person here who's not able to express themselves, it's not because they don't care. It's because they care a little bit too much. Right? So somebody here might be going through an array of emotions, too emotional, to the point that they're not able to speak. They're either being very silent, okay, you towards them towards you, whatever it is. But I feel that this person, even though there's a disappointment, because I see a big disappointment, there could be an ending, some kind of a disappointment. I see somebody walking away from a situation where they had a lot of an emotional bond to this person, place, thing. There could have been love. There could have been, a connection there, whether this is career, love, family, friends, whatever this is. But I see that there's some kind of sadness, a sense of disappointment, that kind of vibe of, could be guilt for others of you. It could be a person feeling guilty for whatever they did. But even though somebody's trying to move on, like physically, it's like, okay, you're moving on. Physically, this situation is moving on. But emotionally speaking, there's still emotions attached to the situation, to the person, place, or thing. Okay? I see transformation, however. I am making conscious choices to transform into my higher self in order to be with you. If this is not somebody here, then that means that somebody is finally making their conscious choices to transform into their higher self in order to be who they are meant to be, who they are here to become, or what they are here to do in this lifetime. Okay. Again, this does not necessarily have to be romantic. It could be literally anything. It could be something personal too. But somebody here is going through some kind of an ending, some kind of transformation, leaving an old version of them behind. Okay. And now finally making conscious choices to transform into their higher self in order to be who they want to be with, what they want to be in life, or where they want to be at in life. Okay. This could be you, or this could be somebody else around you. Let me know in the comments below which area of your life, what that's all pertaining to. In the near future, you have here the Four of Swords, the Death, and the Ten of Swords. So in the near future, I see here that, this ending is definitely going to happen. I mean, this ending, it's like a double ending, okay? It's if somebody here right now hasn't accepted this ending, I'm telling you right now, it's time for you to start, okay, processing this ending, because it's going to happen. I mean, in the near future, I see that right now, if you're starting to distance yourself from that situation, person, place, thing, okay, in the near future, I feel here that there's going to be, okay, that's it, it's done, right? There's going to be a painful ending, some kind of an energy there of, okay, this means that I have to change. This means that the connection has to change. The person has to change. I feel that you're going to give yourself some time to rest, to heal, to recover, to reconsider. There's going to be no action being taken. There's going to be more so the process of emotions, right? Like processing emotions because of an ending. It's very natural, okay, that this happens after any ending. You know, it's only natural for those emotions to come up to the surface. And so I feel like that's what's happening in the near future, some kind of an ending, accepting an ending, but giving yourself the time to rest, to recover, to reconsider, to heal, that kind of vibe. Emotional, going through an array of emotions and feeling very unstable. I feel like there could be a tendency where the emotions are going to be all over the place. Like one moment you're going to feel happy, the next moment you're going to feel sad, the next moment you're going to feel like you miss that person, that situation. The next moment you're going to be like, oh no, I don't miss them, you know. So it's going to be like an array of emotions, just like a roller coaster ride. Be gentle with yourself. Okay, be gentle with yourself. I feel here very strongly, there's a message coming through where if you have been holding on to a lot of pent-up emotions, it's a time for you to release them. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they think. It's going to be a moment to express yourself. It doesn't matter how it comes across, okay? Because that's part of your healing. If you keep holding on to these emotions, it's going to affect you, okay? So it's going to be a moment there of opening up, okay, in order to find healing. It could be that somebody else is going to be feeling very emotional about you, about the situation, about you ending something. It doesn't necessarily have to be you, okay? Now, in your opportunity, wow, look at that. Beautiful. 7 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, and the Sun. So in your opportunity, I do see here that you're definitely going to have an opportunity to fight for what you want in life, right? Stand up for what you believe in. You're going to be tested, but I feel that you're going to have that tenacity within you to not give in, to not give up, even if people around you are judging, even if people around you are gossiping, or, you know, they try to pressure you. This is all about standing firm in your conviction. Okay, standing firm in your conviction. You're going to have an opportunity to set boundaries around people, places, situations that have been crossing those boundaries. And I'm sensing here that there's going to be an energy coming through of abundance. Okay, there's going to be an opportunity for you to become very abundant, to be a part of a group who is very abundant. Could also be financial wealth coming through for you. For others, it could be a marriage, okay, marriage potential to build something for the future, for long term. And a lot of happiness is attached to this, right? This is all about happy moments, joyful opportunities opening up for you. You're going to be feeling renewed, a sense of renewal. You're going to have an opportunity to feel like, oh, wow, I feel so lighthearted now. I was carrying all these emotions, all these pent-up energies that were unspoken. And once you release them, you're going to feel that sense of, oh, wow, I feel so light now. I should have done that way before now, right? I shouldn't have waited this long. So I feel that you're going to be able to manifest and attract a lot of happy moments. Okay, you're going to feel like a little kid again. It's like being reborn. There's also going to be good news coming through for you that's going to put a smile on your face, a big happy surprise, and Also, it could be some kind of, feeling of like you can start new again, right? Because this is like a little kid jumping on that white horse of purity, right? People coming into your life with pure intentions, okay, with plans that are going to make you happy. So all that good stuff is coming in for you. You also have here a reunion. It could be a reunion with a friend, a loved one, a family member, romantic person, an acquaintance, but a reunion. It could also be with a person from your past lifetime. The force of love, the force of a reunion is unstoppable. Together we are one. So for sure, this reunion is going to happen because the force of love that brings you guys together, it's so strong. The force of reunion, it's like nothing and no one is going to be able to stop this reunion from happening. Okay, together you guys are going to be able to build something, abundance. It could be a family, it could be a home, it could be a business, but together this reunion, you guys are going to be able to create a lot of happy moments. Maybe a business, it could be a family, a home, whatever it is, but it's a lot of happy memories there, okay, being made. Now let's go ahead and jump into your yes or no question. So let's see, ask a yes or no question, okay? I'll give you a few seconds there, and then I'll answer with a yes or no. Is this a yes or no? Is this a yes or no? Are you ready? All right, so that is a no, okay? So this is all about those loose ends that need to be tied up, the world reverse, okay? This is the world reverse. And typically when the world is this way, that means that, yeah, this ending is already, done, over with. But right now it says no, okay? This is a no, whatever it is that you asked. Background of this is there are still things that have been left unsaid. Okay, sometimes when people try to end connections, end things, walk away from situations without expressing how they really feel, they end up moving away physically, but they keep thinking about that person, that place, that thing. They're not able to let it go. Why? Because there have been unexpressed feelings, unexpressed thoughts, unexpressed emotions, and that ends up affecting that person. So if there are loose ends right now that need to be tied up, do so. If there are documents that need to be signed, if there are things that need to be resolved, do that right now, okay? So that you can feel at ease, so that you can finally jump into the timeline of these new opportunities, okay? Because what you want cannot possibly meet you in the vibration of unfinished business. This is kind of like unfinished business. What you really want, what is for you, that is equal to something long-term happiness, long-term abundance, can only meet you in the vibration of certainty, of, lightheartedness, where you're not carrying anything heavy, and of confidence. Okay, so tie up those loose ends that need to be tied up at this particular moment with whatever situation this is. This could be career-related matters, family, finances, friends, love, whatever else that is. Now we're going to be jumping into the extended. And in the extended is where we dive deeper into the situation, into the other person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how this entire situation is all going to develop and turn out for you. And we're going to go ahead and get a final message from source. Okay, so that final message will tie everything up for you. If you want to watch a link to the extended, you can watch that link to the extended down in the description box below. You will find that link. For any personal readings, also you can find the link to my personal readings down in the description box below. And check out all of your monthly readings, your mid-monthly readings, all of your last week's readings, blessings readings, love readings. You can find all of those links to your sign down in the first comment that I pinned down below as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below. Take very good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye-bye. And right now, all of my personal readings are $20 off using the special discount code GOODLUCK20. You can check the personal reading link down in the description box below. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And check out my website at genamoon.com. Click on shop. I do have new jewelry pieces, rings, bracelets, crystals, necklaces, and so much more for both men and women. So check that out at genamoon.com and click on shop, and follow me on Instagram at Gena Moon Official, as I will be posting more on there.